What's up, my people? Thanks for tapping back in. 100 Years of Wealth. Go ahead and like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I drop a video. Hey, we're gonna watch these highlights with the Kings versus the Lakers and just give a little bit of analysis on it. It's very frustrating to be a Lakers fan watching their up and down type play, but I'll give you my opinion as we go through here. Let's go.
Ellis did a really nice job last night against Damian Lillard in a win for Sacramento, playing the second half of a back-to-back.
I like Darian Fox. All right, let's see. D'Angelo, let's go.
Reeves.
Good shot, good
Here's
shot.
Barnes working behind Sabonis. Barnes.
Harrison Barnes still got some game and athleticism in him.
Russell got his hands on it. Russell finds Reeves. A three is good.
Nice shot, Austin. Nice shot.
He's been shooting it well from three. The whole team has. There's more size there. Attack a closeout. It's a nice aggressive move.
Murray in the corner.
I think on that one, LeBron's got to close out harder and really put pressure. And right there, too. You got to watch. Just run that back real quick. Real quick.
Murray stops and lays it in.
Tremendous move by Keegan, who is...
Well, and you know D'Lo is feeling good with the quotes that have been coming out of his mouth over the last couple of weeks. The other day talking about
basket forward or
killer, and a lot of interesting things. Lakers in the 9.
You know, I must have missed that, but basically you got to slide over and show more aggressive help defense.
Murray back to Sabonis. Sabonis hustling up the floor.
LeBron doesn't come all the way over. That's another example. You have to come all the way over. The dude's just going to dunk. This guy's like 36 years old. Where's the box out defense or the box out for the rebound?
Dinwiddie 3 to shoot. Flings it out. Hachimura.
See, if you notice right here, look, everyone is all around the three-point line, right? And that's just a product of today's game, but to me, that makes you a weaker team because there's no internal pressure. And if everyone's just lounging around the three-point line, then the defense kind of has, they know what you're going to do. You're going to end up shooting a three-pointer, and the person, whenever there's a three-point shot, there's usually a long rebound or a rebound that's going to bounce a little bit further away from the rim. You got one guy down there in the middle, AD, and you got 3 Heat player. If there is a rebound on this, I think he makes it. But if there is a rebound, you're likely to not get that. And as you see, all the players are already walking back. It's just like I don't know. With so many 3-pointers going on in the league nowadays, it's like a way more lackadaisical way to play basketball because your teammate's about to shoot a 3. You don't really have to go for the rebound. Just get, float back. It's just kind of crazy to me. But anyways.
Can't get it to go by. What a rebound for Davis. And Davis lays it in. And has obviously continued it since. And his playing at this level is essential for the Lakers having any shot of having the kind of postseason that they want to. Here's Monk. Weaving, flipping, and finishing. That is a beautiful move from Malik Monk. Lou Williams, who's the only player to do it since the 1970-71 season. Russell to Davis. Good chemistry there. And Darvin Ham has been really pleased with the defense from Spencer Dinwiddie in general since he was acquired. Here's Len. Has to let it fly. And knocks it down. Here's Russell, had it knocked away by Ellis.
Jackson Hayes is very athletic. Very athletic.
Expectations of this team and what he's asked to do on both ends. James pops it in, plus the foul.
See, LeBron, he can get his shot, but can he play high pressure defense that makes it to where they're able to gain some ground on the defensive end? If you're just going to trade baskets and then you got to go out. That's a nice little pull up. Nice. I like Rui. He has a nice game. Nice pass, LeBron. Nice ball movement. Hachimura, good shot.
It's amazing to me how different they
We got a squad. We got a good,
moving Prince from the starting lineup and adding that
squad of
size.
shooters and athleticism. It's always going to be defense that's going to be the game changer, I guess you could say. All right, let's see. Let's see where the help defense is. And that, my opinion on that one, let me run this back real quick. All right. My opinion on that one is that Rui's got to step over and step over hard. Right? Like Rui has to step all the way over and LeBron has to swing out to the corner. You have to, because you can't expect, Austin Reeves to stop De'Aaron Fox. It's just like Austin Reeves is a good player, but De'Aaron Fox is a premier elite point guard, if not one of the best in the league. And he's way faster and shiftier than Austin Reeves. So you have to know that beforehand. And as, like if you're Rui, you got to come all the way over right here so that De'Aaron Fox sees that there's not an option. And also play a little to where you have your hand up so you're blocking the passing lane to the corner so it's just not an easy run. And at the same time, watch the back door, because if you're focused here on De'Aaron Fox, this guy's going to slip back. This is how basketball is played. So if I'm right here, you got to step up enough to show De'Aaron Fox, slow him down, keep your eye on the corner, keep your eye on the back door, give time for Austin Reeves to recover, and then you fully focus back on your guy. But you got to stop De'Aaron Fox, especially when you're 6'9" and he's 6'3" or something like that.
Here's Fox.
See? That's an easy stop right there.
36 the first 3 games against the Lakers.
If I'm Sabonis, I'm dropping all the way down on AD and forcing LeBron to be a three-point shooter, which is really not that great. He's streaky at best.
Finds Davis. Davis lays it in. Plus the foul. 25, 25, 5 and 5 game.
De'Aaron Fox is nice.
Duarte again.
Got to play a little bit more aggressive defense.
Here's Reeves working behind Davis. Reeves, step back 3 is good. Austin Reeves is feeling it. So is Keegan Murray.
Keegan Murray's got a shot, man. And he's pretty athletic, too.
Fox dashes.
I feel like De'Aaron Fox just plays classic basketball, not real like weird, like, all the extra weird step backs and things that look like he's carrying the ball. He just take you to the basket a little shifty.
Was a big part of them. I just like them with size in their lineup as opposed to Prince.
Barnes, he got it.
I just feel like LeBron's effort on defense is sometimes lacking, let's say.
Yep.
See, like, that's tough for Austin Reeves because he is nervous about getting, about De'Aaron Fox going around him. So it's hard for him to press up all the way. So it gives De'Aaron Fox the ability to pull up the jumper. Someone's got to clog that lane and force AD to pass it if you're Sacramento.
Sabonis whips it. Monk was limited in the first half with 3 fouls.
See, look, right there. That's a product of LeBron not moving over and clogging the passing lane. Right here, you either press up all the way on Monk, or you understand that your guy's right here, slide over. Make the passing lane harder to get to, but you didn't do that. Your guy floated up. I guess, let's see if he probably started a little, well, no, he was up here. Guy cuts in, and then my man number 40, Harrison Barnes, just floats a little bit, but LeBron's not paying attention to both. Basketball is I'm looking here, but I'm also looking there, and I'm blocking passing lanes the best I can, or you're just going to open up a wide open three-pointer for a NBA veteran that is known to have a good three-pointer. You know what I mean? Like, what do you want to do? How can you stop a team if you're not going to actually play just basic defense, right? You either slide all the way over and show right here and like stop him, crowd the lane, and I think that's what you should do. And at the same time, like if you've crowded it so heavy and you're really tight on him, this is where Rui rotates for you, and then it makes it to where it's a way harder pass for Monk to get over here. That's where AD would possibly roll out, but that's like the third or last option, which is likely going to be a tough option because LeBron's crowding him. But you can't play halfway, right? You can't play, I'm not going to go all the way up on Monk, and then I'm not going to guard the passing lane. You know what I mean? Slide over all the way, LeBron. Nope. And he just lets the pass go all the way out there. A very slow show. You know, that's not going to get it done.
Here's James. James will fire.
See, as you get older, you don't want to have to do anything. My man just, he was like, should I drive on this dude? Nah, I'm just going to pull up a three. Wide open threes, you know, and what do you expect?
Here's Reeves. Finds Davis. Mid-range.
Look, I'm going for the Lakers, obviously, but look at this. This is just poor defense, right? Look. Right here. All right, so this is where the screen starts. This is where this guy needs to pull all the way up on AD. This guy needs to rotate low and not worry so much about him, because if the pass was made over there, he has recovery time, right? If Austin Reeves really goes for a pass over here, if he's right here, then he can still recover if the pass is coming from this side. But this guy doesn't come all the way over quick enough because he's still kind of concerned for Spencer Dinwiddie, and it gives AD a wide open shot, right? Especially when AD is 6'10", 6'11", this guy's probably like 6'4", 6'5", right? But if the basketball rotation's there, then you're not getting these shots off. But, you know, just pointing it out. Yeah, pull up all the way, pulled up too late, shots wide open.
His time with the Lakers tonight, not an exception.
Hop skip.
0 points. Here's Sabonis.
Man, if you don't get up off the ground.
He is 3 of 11 from the floor now tonight.
Fox got a nice jumper. He's got a nice smooth game. Whoa.
James kicks it to the corner. Prince.
Torian Prince been dropping his shot. He's been shooting great.
Tonight in place of Kevin Herter. Fox. Oh, so smooth. Out there with Hachimura, Russell, Christie, and Hayes. D'Angelo Russell 0 for 7 from the floor in this game. Gets that one to drop. Here's Fox twisting, dishing. Glenn with the size of the touch. His third of the night. Fox veering behind the back.
That's on an almost 7-footer, if not a 7-footer. For him to do that, he's just a skilled young man, you know?
Down the bench of Domas Sabonis just briefly.
And now they're up by 16.
Bringing them back.
Here's James. Oh, David James.
Yo, still an athletic beast. Still can get to the lane, get his shot up. Still can dunk on you. You must applaud the athleticism at age 39. It's great. How can he hit a nice, sweet fadeaway consistently? No! Is he a threat to pull up and break you down and take a jumper? Probably not. And that's where my argument is about the GOAT thing, but that's different.
Barnes short. Murray off the deflection from Sabonis. Monk.
You can legitimately say that that De'Aaron Fox has a better skill set than LeBron James. I think that we could all agree with that. He hasn't done more with his skill set yet than LeBron has. I don't know if he will. But we could say skill set wise, better shot, dribble, you know, mid range, long range, right? It's just he ain't 6'8", and you know, but we couldn't say that about people versus Jordan or Kobe. I digress.
James pocket pass. Davis catch. Finishes beautifully off the window. James underneath. Russell quick touch. Monk push shot. Back iron no. Sabonis another rebound is 17. Barnes you back. Murray in the corner. AD and Sabonis all night, as you mentioned. Sabonis 9-0 against AD earlier, as we mentioned in the broadcast. But right now, he's 5 of 8 from the field.
That's what I mean, right? Like, you're not gonna, if your main player, your big guy, LeBron James, if he's not fully committed to playing that assertive defense throughout the game, it's just not gonna work. Look at this play. Let's run this back real quick and just watch his lack of effort, right? All right, so they come down the court. He's got Barnes. All right, he's following him around. Goes lightly for the and then doesn't recover at all, right? And then just kind of weighs his head to the right. My point on that is this: you're either gonna clamp down on the person coming with the ball so that if they try to make a pass, you have some ability to slap it down and recover it, or you're gonna show on that person and then dip to your person, right? But he kind of passively shows on the person driving, and then the pass gets kicked out to his guy in the corner, and he just kind of like looks at it. Look, I'm not trying to nitpick. I just hate the GOAT conversation because it's like I've been watching this for years with him, right? And this is the reason why, as a leader of the team, if you're not bringing that same energy on both ends of the court, you kind of you devalue yourself, right? Like you could score 30 points a game. And there's a lot of players that do. But we know from the history of the league and the stars that we've seen, you know, like win championships and be consistently in the top upper echelon, they play hard defense on both ends. When we think of Steph Curry, I personally think he plays hard defense. He plays solid sitting down man-to-man defense or zone, and he's moving around. If you don't do these things, you're giving up a lot of open shots, which leads to 5 points here, 3 points here. Next thing you know, you're down by 10. And, you know, it might be an energy thing where he's, you know, trying to preserve himself, conserve some energy. I'm not sure, but I'm not even nitpicking. Like, I'm not even, like, singling out these one-off things. This is just generally how I see him playing. And it's frustrating because all the commentators that love LeBron, they never actually bring up the fact that he really doesn't put, I would say it's 50-50. I would say sometimes you see him squatted down playing some solid defense. Help defense is where I really see almost a vast majority of the time there's a lack of help defense, and people are just floating to the basket, low commitment, you know.
Physicality and intent.
You get you a layup though. Might bring his free throws though.
So it requires 2 big bodies.
Reeves missing a wide open layup there.
That's nice.
Yeah, you let Reeves and Hachimura get hot. Look out.
Monk, Sabonis.
Wow.
Fires it down.
I know, man. As a Laker fan, I've been like almost subconsciously rooting for other teams ever since I kind of got over the fake GOAT combo.
Well, you can just see the ferocity he plays with and the consistency. Davis in the corner knocks down the 3. An assist away from a triple-double. Monk back to Sabonis. Fox, his 3. He's good.
Monk has such a big
All right, there it is. There it is.
For just a second.
You know, this is the thing, right? Like, obviously, the NBA media focuses on the big franchises that have big market share and have a long history because it creates the most views and things like that. But there is a big complaint that you have these commentators and these channels, you know, ESPN and all these different, you know, TV shows or YouTube shows and TV shows talking about the Lakers when, you know, that's my team, right? But like when you're talking about the Lakers and they've been hovering around 10th place, 9th, 10th place, struggling the last few years to enter into the playoffs. Thank God for the play-in tournament, right? But they stay at the front of the conversation and they're always talking about like they're right there and they should be able to make a run. I'm like, the reality of it is this. Obviously they're you know, catering to the media darling, etc. But the reality of it is this. you cannot be a team that hovers around the bottom of the league and then expect to just show up in playoff time and win. That, it's happened. They did it in 2020, I think it was. Well, I have to look back on that, but they did it last year, really, right, where they got all the way to the Western Conference Finals after winning in the play-in tournament. So I get it can happen, especially if LeBron decides mentally that I'm gonna go for it, But that's a fucked up thing to have, right? Like, when you want consistent effort throughout, not only for the goal of winning in the end, but also to win throughout, to maintain a winning culture, to give your fans consistently the best type of effort that you can show, right? Like, once again, the difference is between this generation and previous generations. It's like they're completely okay with having a subpar entire season and then hopefully pulling off a magical Cinderella run at the end of the year. Like, I almost feel like LeBron plans for that. Like, hey, I'm going to take off 25 games throughout the year, and I'm going to try my hardest in the playoffs, right? And then everyone will say, if I go far, that I did a lot with a little. And it's just crazy to me. I'm from the era of, not even from the era, but like, let's say as the Golden State winning when they won their championships. They were not some show up in the playoffs team that was like, hey, we're here now. We played average throughout the year. No, it was a consistent effort throughout the entire year. Hence, they were setting records. Did they tie the Bulls record 72-10? I think they tied it or one under it, something like that. But my point is it's reflective of good basketball throughout. Right now, Denver, reflective of good basketball throughout, not sporadic ups and downs, streaky play. So I'm just saying, you can't expect that type of consistency or that type of inconsistency, and then or you can't have that type of inconsistency and then during the playoffs just expect it to all come together, right? You can't be the leader of a team taking every other game off and then expect to show up on certain nights and just figure it out. No, like what I see with the Lakers is that anytime they face like real adversity, teams that aren't really starstruck and teams that have a little grit, they struggle. It's tough for them, even if LeBron does score 25 or AD scores 25, because on the defensive side, they're shaky. They're not locked in together, But anyways, hey, like and subscribe. I appreciate you tapping in. 100 years of wealth. Get it.